Shalom and welcome to Mitzvah Torah. This year is entitled Sanhedrin Daf Yomi Mem Chet. Gemara talks about a tragic case. Gemara talks about Mem Chet of a tragic case. Parents lost a child, Rahman al-Islan, and they're throwing their possessions onto the casket. They're so distraught. And the Gemara says, what's the status of these objects? Just let the parents do this. They're throwing around gold, jewelry, just throwing it all into the kever. What should one do who's watching it? So the Gemara says something amazing. That someone who's there should try to catch it and save it before it hits the casket. And once it hits the casket, they have to just leave it. It will be buried together. So the Gemara says, well, what's going on with all this emotional turmoil? Halachically, what's the status of these objects? Is it that this person is designating the object that has to be buried, and we accept this designation, even in the destroyed state? So then, even before it hits the casket, you shouldn't be able to catch it and save it. And if you say, no, the person's so distraught, whatever they're thinking, that doesn't have any meaning to it. So then once it hits the casket, it should also be fine. Save it and give it back to them at a calmer moment. Wait till after Shiva and give them back all the gold and silver and jewelry. So that's the Gemara's Mimanusha question. So the Gemara answers that no, it's not that the designation, not that halachically they're designating something in their mind that this jewelry should be buried and halachically now becomes part of the burial process. No. Really, you should be able to save it because it has no status. But once it touches the coffin and you take something off the coffin, that can be confusing for people standing and watching because there's tahrich and there's the shrouds, which should never be touched. And people see, well, now you're touching certain things and removing them, so maybe the shrouds also you could take away, and therefore the Gemara says just leave it. But in some, the case is that a person destroyed throwing valuables into the grave, onto the casket. The Gemara says you should try to stop it, save it, and give it back to them at a calmer time. And if you just give it back to them right at that moment, they'll do it again. Then you're not being a good shomer. You're not watching the lost object properly. Tragic case. Hopefully, Mitzvah Hashem should just be a theoretical kind of discussion. We shouldn't know. Shat Saras. Shalom.